Alright, ladies and gentlemen, put on your 3D glasses, because this shit's coming right at you. Starting off playing Sonic Adventure, or more specifically, Sonic Adventure DX, the GameCube remake. Slightly better graphics, a little bit more, like, options, missions, stuff like that. But overall, the same exact game, which is the real important part. And yeah, starting off Sonic's story, and it starts off with a cutscene. That's new to the series-ish. Let's take a look, see what's going on here. Oh look, there's our buddy Sonic. Check it out, he's jumping around like crazy. What's going on here?
Oh yeah! This is happening!
That's real swell, Sonic. That's great. What's going on down here? There's something happening, alright. Let's follow him, let's see what's going on.
What's up?
Sonic's curious too. He just takes a lot longer to show it. So there's a loading screen. We're gonna see those from now on. Those are slightly new to the series. And oh, look at this guy. He's made of water. He's got a giant brain in his head, and he's completely surrounded. So that's something. This police mean business. This guy hasn't even done anything yet. He's just been standing there like he's kind of menacing looking, but well, no, that's not fair. There's no reason to open fire on this guy. He hasn't hurt a single person. But, you know, I guess it doesn't hurt him, so they're trading. That's good. You know what? Good for him. Good for you, Chaos. That's Chaos, by the way. I just spoiled that. But yeah, you're gonna find out in just a second anyway. So Sonic has a strange idea of fun, but yeah, let's start off with the quote-unquote fun. A little stare down here. And it's time for the very first boss. It's Chaos Zero. Yeah, it doesn't sound too hard. He's got that big glow and weak spot, so let's jump into that. One of the things Sonic gets in 3D is a homing attack. So you jump up in the air, you press the jump button again, and if there's anything nearby, like an enemy or item box or something, Sonic's gonna home in on it. It's really useful. Yeah, kind of run around here. Oh look, it's the first menacing thing Chaos has done this entire game. And you know what? For all I know, it's in self-defense. I mean, we've been kind of a jerk to the guy. Oh yeah, beat him already. That wasn't too bad. And it's time for another cutscene. You're gonna get a lot of these guys. I have the feeling there's more cutscenes than actual gameplay in any of these videos. I didn't skip them just to keep the integrity of this game, I guess. I don't know. It was kind of a debate, honestly. I was thinking of skipping him at first, but then obviously I didn't, so I'm sure there's some comedic gold in here somewhere. So Sonic's gonna stare at the sewer drain for about a day and be completely oblivious to the fact that this big old fat man's standing on the roof near him.
It's Chaos! The god of
Sonic somehow can't hear him yelling. He's laughing like a big fat penguin. I think they got exactly as many ha's as he said there too, like in the captioning. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, it was kind of weird, but you know, it obviously didn't lead up to anything, so let's go ahead and take a vacation. Just chill on the beachfront here, no big deal. Uh-oh, wait a second, there is a big deal. What's going on here? There's a plane! That plane's going around like crazy. It's a terrorist attack, and Tails is behind it. I can't believe our little buddy has turned into such a horrible monster. Oh, he just crashed into that building.
What am I gonna do with you?
I don't think you're gonna do anything. You might be dead. You might have to drag his burning corpse out of the wreckage. Whoa! Where did she come from? Hey, what? That's okay. Anyway, on to the first level. This is Emerald Coast. It's an action stage, and action stages are fun. They're the levels of this game. In between them, you're either running around adventure fields or fighting bosses. So this is Sonic's first big, real 3D stage right here. It's pretty cool. Obvious beachfront thing going on. You've got these little zip pads, you know, but everything's pretty much still the same as gameplay-wise. You run real fast, avoid obstacles, collect rings. Not a whole lot has changed between 2D and 3D yet. obviously you can go through this level pretty quickly if you know what you're doing. Oh, and check this out, it's a whale, he's really pissed off. This whale hates docks. It's just going to destroy all of the docks there, and you happen to be, unfortunately, on them. That's okay, we're off the docks now. That whale's settled the score, and we're still okay. Make our way up this mountainside here, hit all these springs. Oh, it's a little lighthouse. We'll make our way around the lighthouse, because it's in our way. And check it out, it's the second part. It's like an Act 2 kind of thing. Sonic Adventure split up the levels, and I don't know, they felt like different acts to me. It kind of had that whole Sonic 3 thing going. So. I don't know if they did that on purpose, or if it was just like, oh, this level's getting pretty big, let's split it up into another one. So yeah, as you can tell, there's a lot of shortcuts in this level. There's a whole lot of parts that you just aren't gonna see, like this part right here. Skip right over that. You're missing about like 20 seconds of the level. You know, if you want to see it, you go and play it yourself. This is how I play it, and it's been so long since I've even been through those sections. I'll probably screw it up anyway. So. Yeah, look at that. We're at the end of the level already. Right over there is Tails and a burning wreck of an airplane. So let's free him, rescue him, and celebrate. You know, we're not actually rescuing Tails. We're just here to gloat over him. So check that out. That thing was an emblem right there. There's 130 of them in the game. You get them for clearing action stages, for doing certain missions in them, for beating character stories, beating... I don't know. They're hidden in adventure fields too. I'll show you that. So yeah, it's Tails. He crashed. He's okay though. It's alright. I always thought it was kind of weird that Tails' tails, like, the base of them moved up and down his body. Look at that. They're not actually kind of connected at a certain point. They move up and down.
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Ta-da. Oh, it's a Chaos Emerald. That's pretty cool. Wow! Sonic's even more excited than we are. That was crazy. Did you see what happened to his face?
This thing's got unlimited power, you know.
That's a lot of power.
Why not use it to power my plane?
I think it was too much power for the plane, because that obviously just didn't work out very well for you.
My workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've got to show you.
Whoa! You can show me something in the workshop.
The fastest way is by train. Let's go!
Tails is trying to tell me that the fastest way of getting somewhere is not by running. That's unsonic-like. How weird is that? Oh, I can play with Tails. That's a little disturbing. Alright, I'm gonna do something here, and this isn't supposed to be how you do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and talking to that guy's definitely not it. So usually you gotta do something with that trail of rings to get into here, but I'm impatient, so let's grab this. It's a power-up. Let's see what it does. They're gonna tell us.
This is the crystal ring. This reduces the time needed to store power for the Lightspeed Dash.
Well, what the hell's the Lightspeed Dash? Well, it's something you're supposed to have before getting this, but I'm impatient and I don't wait, and I like breaking this game, so we're not going to find out what the Lightspeed Dash is until a little bit later. So for now, that power-up is completely worthless. So before I get into the train here, a little something I got to show you. It's an emblem. Look at that. There's 5 of them per adventure field, I think. And you could find them, obviously, and collect them. Some certain characters can only get to certain ones of them. Like, there might be one super high up in the air that only Tails can get, or one underground that Knuckles has to dig for. Hey, it's the Mystic Ruin. Let's go check out what's over here. Tails' workshop is this way, so... Whoa, wait, cutscene.
If it isn't Sonic!
Yep, it's Sonic, alright. Okay, I really like how they dealt with Robotnik's name here. Like, starting in this game, they started calling Dr. Robotnik Eggman. And, you know, it's his Japanese name. It's been that forever. I completely understand that. But, they used both in this one. Like, Robotnik still referred to himself as Dr. Robotnik. And, Sonic and all of his buddies were just like, you know, that's a stupid name. Let's call you Eggman because it's funny and you're shaped like an egg. So, like an insulting nickname, it worked for that. And I think you got both names in there, and it worked very well. That wasn't the whole point of this conversation. I was ignoring this cutscene. I don't know. The point is, Robotnik's gonna fight us, and he's got these big drill things, so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna stare each other down for like a month, because you can't start a boss scene without a stare down. Egg Hornet. Okay, so let's fight the Egg Hornet. Just gonna spin dash around like an idiot, because he's not very threatening. He launches some missiles out, the missiles kinda home in on you, but if you're moving, obviously they aren't gonna do anything. So, oh, he's drilling into the ground, let's hit him. And he's gonna do that like 2 more times, so I'm just gonna spin dash around like I don't have a care in the world, because I really don't. Nope, stuck, okay. You don't want to get stuck, he launches those missiles and they might hurt. There you, ow, ow, okay, whatever. Just plenty of rings where that came from, we're okay. I've got, what, 2 rings, that's all I need. Avoid those last missiles. He's like a whole bunch of them out now because he's on the last hit. Yeah, that's okay. Here he is, hit him one more time. And look at that, he's blowing up. It takes forever to blow up. It's okay though. We beat him. Let's celebrate. Let's wave our hands around like we just don't care. Oh yeah, it keeps track of how many rings you have every time you beat a level or a boss or something. You can use those rings to buy things that I'm not going to show you. I'm not showing you what you could buy. They're not. They are important, but not to anything I'm doing in any of these videos. So, you know what? If you want to know, go play it yourself.
That wasn't so hard.
That wasn't so hard. Oh, and of course, Tails is an idiot, waving around a Chaos Emerald right in front of Robotnik. Oh, now he's got it. He's gonna do some awkward petting motion. He's gonna stroke that emerald.
Chaos.
Right, it's lunchtime for the big blue lobby thingy. So that's well, look at him, he's back. Turns out he was evil. I was just giving him the benefit of the doubt, but he's working with Robotnik, and that's never good. Oh, he's gonna eat that Chaos Emerald, and what's happening? Oh, he's got a bigger arm. It's that fella who masturbates all the time. So Robotnik's been doing some raiding. Apparently this big guy changes every time he gets a Chaos Emerald, and all 7 of them are, you know what he's talking about this. Why am I talking about this? See, with all 7 he's completely invincible, and also he's under the assumption that'll work for Robotnik, so that's painfully oblivious. Hey look, he wants to build a theme park. That's not that menacing. I mean, yeah, he wants to build it where a city's standing right now. Why can't he just build it like look, there's a whole bunch of room in the Mystic Ruins that nobody's using here. Why you can't just like tear down a forest and start work here is completely beyond me. And you got the train station right here. It's not like people won't visit. So let's cock block them with emeralds. Let's do that. Alright, so now we gotta go over to Tails' workshop, see what that jerk is working on. But that's not, let's get on top of it. There's something over here that I want to get. And there it is, emblem number 2. Or 3 total. 2 in the adventure fields, that's what I meant. I can count. Well, let's grab this thing, it's a windstone. That looks like a key and not a stone. Even though it looks like a stone. I don't know. Semantics. We're going to drag it over here and plop it into this thing, because it is a key, and it's going to make the wind over here windier. It's going to bring us to Windy Valley. That's awful convenient. So yeah, second action stage. I really like this place. It's cool. Let's jump on all the... Oh, let's miss that. Okay. I screwed that up. That was me being impatient. You can't just... anymore. Okay, you can't just like tap the jump button over and over to home into like a million things. You gotta have timing with it. There's a certain rhythm, and I screwed that rhythm up. But that's okay, I just missed out on a shield. It's no big deal. So let's get over... over there. No? Okay, there's a 1-up over there, but I don't need it. You know, it's just an extra life. I've got 6 more. And it's not like I'm gonna die or anything. So we're in a tornado now. That looked like the end of the level, but it wasn't. You don't die, you just get sucked into this thing. There's these panels here, you just keep jumping on those, no big deal. There's a trampoline, we're gonna have a little bit of fun in the middle of a tornado. That's cool. Hitting these springs. Get at this last one, we're almost out of it already. And there we go. Wasn't too bad. I picture a tornado to be far worse than that. So yeah, this part's pretty cool here too. If you listen closely, I'm gonna let you listen. Okay, you've had enough. The music for this level, if you've ever played Sonic 3D Blast for the Sega Genesis, it's the music from Green Grove Zone. So if you haven't played that, now you know. If you have played that and you're just oblivious, then you know that too. So yeah, go back and play it. It's the same exact song. It's not the first, not the last time we're gonna be hearing that either. So hit those springs harder than normal. Avoid that whole thing. And you know what? We're gonna avoid all this part too. Forget that platform. Let's go on this one. Yeah, okay. So this is a pretty cool level just because of how wide open it is. There's room for shortcuts and jumping off the edge to get to other places, and it's a nice little straightforward run through the sky. Run down here. Almost done with it already too. It's a pretty short level. And over here. Flip through the wind. You just want to hold forward when you're flipping through that, or else you get all screwed up. But look, it's a Chaos Emerald. It's super easy to get in this game. Yeah, one thing that most of the 3D games started lacking were special stages. Most of them don't have special stages, with the rare exception of a couple. There's still a couple out there, but the Chaos Emeralds are just mainly part of the storyline now. You don't get them through any sort of special events, you just get them through collecting shit, and I don't know. It's kinda lame, but you gotta work with what you got, you know? You can't just go and collect emeralds already and have them not be important to the story, only because they're very important to the story. Things happen with these emeralds. So let's head over this way. We got something that I gotta show you here. Something pretty important. We're gonna fall down here. And remember how I got that crystal ring and I didn't do anything? It's because I didn't get these first. So you get these as a nice little shoe power-up. You get brand new shoes. You didn't even have to buy them or anything. Someone just threw them in a sewer.
Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the light speed dash.
So that's what the light speed dash. Okay.
Rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
So yeah, that's what the light speed dash is, and since we have the crystal ring, it means we have to hold this down for even less time to charge it up, and there we go. That's what's supposed to happen. One of those buttons over in the Station Square hotel makes a trail of rings, and you're supposed to follow them and get into that. Get over on the door. There we go. Another emerald. But, yeah, you're supposed to follow that trail of rings and into that door before it closes and get the crystal ring. But obviously, you don't have to. You can be quick with your spin dashes and get things through, okay? So, let's go back in here now that we have it. And, wait, no, not down. Down here. Down here. Not on the train. There's nothing we want over in the train. There's something we want over here. It's a casino. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's check the casino out. Let's... Okay. One more time. There we go. Hit that button. Open up the casino. And it's CASINOPOLIS zone. CASINOPOLIS? CASINOPOLIS? Casino Night Zone. We're in Super Casino Land too. 6 golden rings. And yeah, you get this thing here. You start off in casino lobby, and there's 2 pinball tables. I'm not going to show you the second one because I'm impatient, but they're both pretty cool. You got this one here that has these things, slots, and usually really bad at slots, but this one I'm doing all right on. And I don't want to be here any longer though. There's a quicker and more fun way for me to get rings. But you could either do this to get all your rings, or you can do another pinball table that's Nights based, Nights into Dreams. It's like a Saturn game that Sonic Team also did. But the gimmick for that one is it's like card matching. There's a bunch of cards on the table, and if you fall into them, you get more rings. But yeah, if you don't get a certain number of rings in the casino, then you're dropped off into this place, and this place is actually really cool because you get a whole bunch of rings. There's not a whole lot of dangers in this level. You just gotta avoid some spike balls. Yeah, the whole goal of this level is you have to get 400 rings to fill up this vault. And this vault has the Chaos Emerald at the top of it. And obviously you need the Chaos Emerald to beat the level. So you just go in here. Look at all these ring boxes. There's a ton of them lying around. So that's how we're getting our rings here. No casino tables, no gimmicks, just ring boxes. And I think it's a good way to do it. Look at this. There's just a crap ton of them. Already at 200 rings. I've got to get 400, but I'm halfway there. And let's just pick up the rest of these. I don't know. The fans make this section kind of awkward. Sometimes you get like stuck in a certain area, or you're just waiting to fall. But it's totally worth it. Look, 300. That's nothing. We're almost done already. We got 100 just in this room. So let's go up this one. This one is the longer path, which means more rings in it. Let's get all these. There's a few spike balls in here you want to avoid, so just be careful running down. And up there they are. So careful. Over that one. And okay, all the stuff flowing around here, like I guess they're newspaper clippings, but they look kind of like crappy 2D sprite rocks or something. I was never really sure what they were supposed to be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume newspapers, but look at that. Okay, almost 400. And there we go, perfect, okay. Let's charge up that light speed dash, because we can follow this right here. That'll give us a couple things, and that's cool. So yeah, invincibility looks a bit different in this game. It's not a bunch of stars flying around. It's like a big glowing flower on your chest. So, I don't know. It's not important what it looks like, because it still works. You're still invincible, and it's honestly not like anything's going to hurt me here anyway, so it doesn't matter. So you want to go in here. Here's where you want to go.
Try and deposit as many
So
rings
let's
as you can.
jump on this and let's give it all our rings. You know, it's just, hey, what's going on? Oh God, ow, that really. Okay, I couldn't think of another way to get the rings from us. We couldn't have just thrown them into that pit. Gotta shake us violently and, ow. Okay, it's not important though. We filled it up and we got our Chaos Emerald. And yeah, it's good. It's very good. There's another emblem for us. And let's see what happens now. See where we're going next. Oh, what's that? It's another keystone thing. Not the beverage, not Keystone Light. Just a regular stone that's a key. Oh, it's Robotnik again. Get out of the way. Oh, he's dropping emeralds all over. Oh no. Oh no! So Robotnik just gassed these fools and ran off. So yeah, Sonic and Tails are gonna pass out in a dark alley for hours, and all sorts of bad is probably going to come from that. Oh, we're better now. It's daytime.
That was... What happened to that emerald we just had?
That was weeks ago.
I guess Eggman's got one of them, but the other one's safe.
Oh, that's good. We still have a emerald.
That means his 2 to our 1, and that's not good. Come on,
It could be worse, Tails. Don't think of it that way, you pessimist. Oh, what's going on here? Who the hell is that? Oh, get the camera on her. Oh, well, that's a crappy view, but that's Cream. She's a bunny rabbit from Sonic Advance 2. It was a Game Boy Advance series that was okay, and that wasn't in the original Sonic Adventure, by the way. It's only in the GameCube one, but think of her as kind of a cross-promotion, like, oh, I'm in a video game, you should come check me out, and she's really not that interesting. I don't know. So yeah, we got this other key, so we have to take it over to the Mystic Ruins. Over to the there we go. Good train. So yeah, we're going to the Mystic Ruins. And we're not going to drop it off in the wind slot, because that's silly. You don't drop a square key in a round hole. Or an ice key in a wind hole. Don't let me use the phrase wind hole again. That was unpleasant. So yeah, let's go in here. That blew up, so there's bound to be stuff up here. Oh look, it's a big tunnel. Let's follow it and see what happens. Oh, this place looks icy. How about dropping it off over here? Oh, it's floating. That means this is gonna open up. And going on over here. Oh yeah, let's climb this ladder, find out where it takes us. And ICECAP? We've done this before. Why are they throwing old levels at us? Well, it's only kind of old. It's still ice themed, but it's obviously not the same level. Because ICECAP in Sonic 3 was in 2 dimensions, and this one is in more of those dimensions. So, you start off over here. It's a big, hilly mountain place. You want to get up there, but I don't know. Let's go down this way, because maybe there's something over this way that'll help us. And yeah, there's this right here. So let's get on that. Get on okay. Well, that was weird. Anyway, I'm gonna hop on all of those, and look, we're already up here. So I'm gonna try something else here. In the Dreamcast version, this was super easy to do. You just spin dash over here, and you could glitch right through that. But GameCube, I don't know, GameCube made it a little bit harder. I'm sure it's still possible, because this is a very glitchy game, but yeah, if this is the Dreamcast version, I'd be like pretty much done with the level by now. But that's okay, you get to see ICECAPs then, you get to see a little bit of it, you know? It's a nice level. This is pretty cool, because it the camera's kind of on the center of the level and just follows you around on the outside of it. It's almost like a 2D level, and I would love to grab onto that right there. We go. What? No. Get. Okay. Sonic looks pretty cool in this level. Like the way the shading is, it's almost like kind of cell shaded. The shading's really harsh, at least on that part. But I don't know. Let me go up on this way. There's another one of these panels. So let's jump on through. Oh, look at it! Look what I did. Giant icicle fell right through, so we can ride on that. And into the next section. Let's see what's going on here. Ah! Oh, it's a conveniently waiting avalanche. That's so nice of it. So yeah, snowboarding part. It's just like the beginning of old ICECAP Zone, except there wasn't an avalanche chasing after you, and you can kind of control where you're going. So I don't know. This part seems like it could have been way cooler if they took the time to really like make a decent snowboarding engine. But it's just really kind of awkward and clumsy. So I don't know. Like it has potential. It's still kind of fun, but it feels like there's so much more you could have done with this. Like all sorts of tricks and riding up walls and things like that. And if you try to do any of that, just more often than not, it comes out kind of weird. Like there's a platform up there you can get up to that I've never really been able to vault to. And I don't know. Just jump off that ramp, you press the jump button at a certain time, and Sonic will flip around and then get stuck on a wall and get out of Sonic. There's an avalanche chasing after us. We don't have time for this crazy shenanigans. We have to get back to... Okay, good. It's a good thing you're so fast, Sonic, because that avalanche sure is taking its sweet time. So yeah, see what I kind of mean about this being really clumsy? Like, you hit the floor just the right angle, and you're going to bounce up into the air, and that's also awkward. I don't know. Here's the only part of the entire section that you can get hit on. But you have to go out of your way to get hit on that. Like, those guys drop those bombs, and the bombs explode, and they can attack you, but it's not gonna happen. For Sonic Story, if you play a level more than once, each level has 3 missions to it. The first one is to just get through the level. The second one for Sonic Story is to get through a level with 50 rings, which generally isn't all that hard. Most levels have a ton of rings, like, right at the end of it, so... And especially with this one, like, you cannot get hurt on the slopes here, so as long as you have 50 rings by that, you should be just fine. And then the third one is to beat it in a certain time, which some levels are easier than others. Levels like Emerald Coast and a level coming up that I'm not going to spoil, in particular, have really, really harsh timers, but there's other levels that you can get through with like plenty of time left over. So yeah, it's good stuff. We just beat ICECAP zone again, and we got ourselves another emerald. That's great. That's wonderful. So now it's 2-2. We're about, I guess, 2. We have 2, and everything's good. So let's head on back over to the other part of Mystic Ruins. See what's going on there. Like over here in this area. Oh, it's our buddy Knuckles. Look at this guy. He's in this game too. That's great.
What's up, Knuckles?
Oh, that's a nice introduction. You guys a dick in this game too. I thought we became friends.
Sonic, give me the emeralds you have right now.
What? Oh god, he's mugging us.
What? Let's just see you.
This isn't cool. I think he would have done it in like the alleyway of CASINOPOLIS when we were all gassed out, but I don't know. So character fights in this game are terrible. I mean, look at this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. See, I hit him an extra time. You're not even supposed to do that. All his own no's are hilarious. I love this cutscene.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Chaos emeralds.
Sonic's face gets all funny again. Oh, there's Robotnik. He's gonna take him. Of course.
Like taking candy from a baby.
Those don't look... Oh man, what if they were candy? What if they made like Chaos Emerald suckers or something? Like just pure... Oh my god. I would eat Chaos Emeralds. Absolutely.
Hold it right there, creep. You can't get away with this. Knuckles, don't tell me Eggman tricked you again.
Again.
Me? What about you? Way to
What
go,
about me?
Knuckles.
He didn't trick me. He told you I was stealing emeralds again.
Four lovely emeralds.
Knuckles is an idiot. Surprise, surprise. Robotnik gets 4 emeralds, and that's more than 2, which means it's not good. And you know, of course, any of those 3 could have just like beaten him up, taken him back by now. But since it's a cutscene, they're all just gonna stand there and not do anything important. So Chaos has 2 of them, which means he has 2 big arms, and now with 4 of them, he has the fish body. That's the next logical evolutionary step, I think. You know, you couldn't make 2 giant legs or something. No, they transform into a fish, and we're off to the most awkward boss battle in this entire game. So look at this, we're fighting him in a lake, we've got all these lily pads, so you think we gotta jump between all the lily pads, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here. You're dead wrong. Check this out, you hit him, and on another lily pad, but you know what, we don't have to be on these lily pads. Let's go into the water here. Look at that, somebody filled this entire lake with Jello mix. So now it takes absolutely forever to sink into the water here, and as long as you keep moving like this, you're honestly perfectly fine. You can't really move around a whole lot in the water, and if you stay in there for too long, you are gonna sink and get hurt. You don't drown, you just like lose your rings, I guess. But yeah, it takes like a good 10 seconds to actually fall into the water, which is really stupid. You just keep moving, you're not going to fall into the water, you're not going to get hit by any of Chaos's attacks, and this boss battle's really just long, drawn out, and awkward. And the best part of it is, absolutely, that this isn't the only time you're going to fight him like this either. You have to fight Chaos 4 3 times if you want to completely beat this game. Tails and Knuckles, since they're both here, they both get to fight him too when you play as them, so just doing this once isn't enough, clearly. It's a 3-time deal. And I hate this guy, I really do. We only need 1 more hit, and that's good. He's just gonna take forever to pop his big stupid head out of the water. Make Jello water. And just waiting around for him. Waiting around. Nope, that wasn't it. See, you can get hurt in this. Just showing that off to you guys. But you gotta be asking for it. I was very much asking for it there. Oh, there he is, and he's done. Let's celebrate in this water here. Let's have a lily pad rusting on our face. And that image stretching out was kind of creepy there. It's a weird water effect. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that thing's pretty big. Oh, God. That thing's really big. Look at that. It's got Robotnik's face on it. That's even worse. So yeah, let's find out what the hell this thing is. After this loading screen, woo!
Behold
There we
the
go.
floating masterpiece, the egg carrier.
Okay, I'm gonna ask everyone right now. Like, this might just be me, but when I heard egg carrier, I was really disappointed that the ship wasn't shaped like a giant floating egg carton. I think that would have just made it for me right there. You know, you can't win them all. Instead, you get this big, you know, the ship's still cool looking, I guess. But it's taken off with Robotnik and his 4 emeralds on it now, so that's not good at all.
We'll take the tornado.
So, I guess Tails somehow had time to fix his plane during all of this, even though he's been following you, like, the whole time.
I have some unfinished business to take care of.
Knuckles has other things to do, like cry in a corner that his emeralds are gone, so we're gonna leave him to do that, and let's go hop on a plane. I can play with Knuckles now, that's swell. I don't know. Alright.
Sonic, wait here for a second.
Okay, prime example right here of Sonic Team just not knowing pacing. Look at this, he's actually waiting here for a second. This is an exciting cutscene right here. Waiting around. What's going on over this way? Oh, something's happening. Oh, what's going on with those palm trees? This is the most boring cutscene in history. Sonic Team, when they made this game, they just obviously didn't know how movie pacing went, you know? People will constantly stand around for 2 or 3 seconds without anything going on before they're like, oh, I guess something should be happening here, and plane's gonna take like 30 goddamn seconds to come out of the hangar, and
Sonic, hop in.
let's go, let's hop in already. Yeah, okay, great. Gonna stand there? Are we gonna take off? Okay, let's go, great. We going already? Yeah, we're going, alright. That was... okay, see. Now we're in Sky Chase Zone. What? How many levels are we gonna reuse here? We're after the Winged Fortress now? But, okay, 2 things you're gonna notice. First of all, that title card said Act 1, which means there's going to be at least 2 of these. Second thing you notice here is, at least in my opinion, it's actually a little more exciting than Sky Chase Zone for Sonic 2, because you get to shoot things. Look at this. You hold down, you press any button, and you do a little, like, cannon shot. Or not a cannon, like a little, like, mini gun shot. But, you hold that button down, and you could lock on to anything that's coming over to you. And when you release the button, you shoot these little homing laser things that blast stuff out of the sky. And it's kind of fun. It's alright. But, yeah, you're gonna have to get used to this, because this level's kind of long. And then there's the second one that's even longer. But, yeah, it's really not all that bad. There's just not a whole lot to say about it, really. You gotta shoot all these cannons off of Robotnik's ship because they'll launch those missiles at you, and missiles hurt. The planes themselves, I don't know if the planes just stand there for you to get points or something. I don't know if you could actually get hurt by them, but they're really not a huge threat. You get your points. I don't know how the point system works either. Like, maybe if you lock onto more things, you get more points for them. I'm sure that's it. Never really paid enough attention to it. But before catching up to a ship, you gotta go around it for some reason. You gotta make sure that everything's dead or removed or off of the ship. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot more cannons on this side. There's lots of things to shoot. Get our shooting on. And I don't know, this just really just goes on for so long of just the same exact thing. It's kind of fun, don't get me wrong, I don't absolutely hate these levels. But as far as Let's Play purposes, there's not a whole lot to go off of here. Oh, but the camera zooms out, that's gotta mean something, right? That means we beat it. So, yay, we beat the level. Now let's... Why are we going away from the shit? That's silly. We want to get closer to it. Uh-oh, what's going on here? This isn't good. Oh, it's a laser. Oh, let's stare casually at that laser. So yeah, obviously that kind of sucked. We're missing a third of our plane, but we beat the level, and that's all that's important to me, so... Hey look, it's an emblem. Oh, crashing. Okay. So, we're done with that. They didn't take us anywhere of importance. So let's comically fall, complete with sound effect. And... thud.
Tails?
So this is what would happen if you died. This is what happened to all the turtles. In Sky Chaser Sonic 2, they all fell onto the beach. That's perfect. The beach is a perfect place for turtles. That isn't Tails at all. That's a palm tree.
Oh, I wonder if he's okay.
Oh, that's a little kid, I guess. I don't know why she's... What a dick kid. Like, she could have helped him out of the beach at least. I don't know. Anyway, let's go find Tails. Let's hunt for that guy. Maybe he's over here. Let's go take a look, shall we? Oh god, that doesn't sound like Tails. Oh god, you're not Tails. You're not Tails at all.
Amy.
You're not who I want to see. I have things to do. I have important things that don't involve you or your stupid pet. I'm not gonna be a bodyguard for a bird. It's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Ever. And that rhymed. I didn't mean for that to happen. Let's see you try. You can't run like I can. I don't want to play with Amy. That's disgusting. Never tell me that again. So let's get the... No! Go away. Okay. Let's get the hell away from Amy. She scares me. She's frightening. And we have a cooler person to find. We gotta find Tails. And maybe he's in Twinkle Park. Hey, no! Why is Amy still here? Hey look, it's a giant robot. That's okay.
He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Let's beat him up. He looks like a cool robot to fight. Oh, what's happening?
Oh, now what? Huh?
What are you... Oh, you... crazy woman. No, we're being chased by a robot. You think we really have time for amusement parks? It's silly. I hate you. Okay. So who decides that anyway? Like cute couples getting free? Is it like the couples themselves, like how they get along? Is that how they're cute, or like the physical appearance of both of them? And who sits there and decides it anyway? Like the person at the box office selling the tickets or something? Like, oh, you know what? You two are cute, you know, come on in, whatever. I think you're adorable. And you know, like a couple fat people or something walk in. It's like, you know what? No, you gotta pay. You get out of this amusement park. So yeah, let's steal a car here. All those guys stealing, like riding cars around just all willy-nilly, and we're gonna kill them all and take one of them. So this is the Twinkle Circuit section of Twinkle Park. And it's a race course, and we're going to be driving along it, and it's pretty cool. So that little counter in the back is how many rings you have, and it's probably completely unconnected to anything to have to do with the car, but it still tells us, and that's nice. And make our way up those. Woohoo! So yeah, I suppose you can die in this, like you could probably fly off the side or something. That would suck, but you're gonna be careful. I don't think it's gonna happen to us. And the first part of this level is pretty much just this here, and it's fun. You race around. The controls are pretty nice actually. Go for a couple loops. And it's a cool looking place too, like all the planets and everything going on. a nice little, like, you know, this is an amusement park, and it is. It's very amusing to me, personally. But we're done with it already. We're gonna fall into this hole. And bam, onto another ride already. This is a crazy action amusement park. We're on a roller coaster now, which is still fun. You don't control it, but it's still alright. So, you don't want to fall in this hole. You want to go to the right. And you want to be careful jumping down. Okay, you want to be careful going down there. I'm going to show you why. So watch the roller coaster here. When it gets close to the building, it's going to drop us in. You're going to see there's a platform that's sitting right out in front of it. Right there. You see it? That's what we're trying to land on. So you scooch forward, land on the platform, and come over here. It skips a really big portion of the level. It's very important that we do that. And then you hit that spring extra hard and fall off like an idiot. This part's kind of tough. If you take that shortcut, the camera doesn't feel like following you, so you gotta be careful with that either. And I'm not being careful. You're seeing that. But yeah, this is kind of an example of like what to do and what not to do in this level. So I've shown you 2 real big shortcuts already, and how to use them and how not to use them. It's a learning experience, you see. And I'm teaching you through trial and error. So scoot forward carefully. There we go, onto the platform. You want to jump and homing attack these springs to launch you up higher than they would normally. You want to go up here, avoid all this crap. And then move the camera. Okay, good, we can see. So let's go up here. We can, there we go. Alright. Let's hit that spring. And I'm going to show you one more shortcut. You see this thing right over here? You can just jump around. Oh my god. Okay. It's trial and error, like I was saying. I'm showing you all 3 big shortcuts in this level and how not to do them before showing you how to do them. That's okay, we'll get this. I'm not doing very good at this level, but learning experience. I'm teaching you guys something. You take these shortcuts, you carry them with you every time you play this level. My own personal gift from me to you. But here's what you're supposed to do. You want to get up on here, and you want to spin dash so you go around that blockade. And there, you don't have to go around the castle like you usually do. It's not a big deal. It cuts off like a good 20 seconds or so. And let's hop on this thing. We're done with the level. There's like absolutely nothing to this level. Because I skipped it all. Yay! It just threw a bomb at me. Oh my god, that was... Good thing I can't get hurt now, because that would have been terrible. So yeah, that was... Was that the first level that we didn't get an emerald in? I think it was. We just had a capsule there. It's cool they brought the capsules into 3D like that.
Oh shoot! I've lost Amy.
Oh yes, I've lost Amy.
That robot hauled butt after her.
I hope that robot hauled ass after her.
Catch her before it does.
I better catch up and watch it and tear her head off. So yeah, let's go find that robot. I'm sure it'll make a real good show. Oh, what's this? Let's go see what it is. What just dropped out of nowhere? Why did that drop out of nowhere? Who dropped this thing? Can we pick it up? There we go. It's an employee card. You can use it to get into the building. It's very big. There's a lot of buildings around here. But it's this one. And we want to go in it. And go into this elevator. Because this elevator is going to take us to Speed Highway, which is an awesome stage. And apparently the stage that's going to be represented in Sonic Generations. So take this in. You're going to be seeing it again real soon, I hope. And it's a cool looking level. It's super fast. It lives up to its name, really. This feels like a really good classic Sonic level, really. You gotta be really careful if you do that, because it's a short platform and you might fall off and screwed that up. You're supposed to be able to run onto the side of that building there, and it takes you on a shorter path, but for some reason it's really hard to run on that sometimes. Like, I think it's pretty much up to the computer and luck if you're gonna be like, okay, you'll stick to the building, whatever, let's run up it, or no, you fall the hell down right now. Well, that's okay, we're still making good time. You gotta go up on this. Let's get these. Let's start running really fast. Careful on that. Usually I find the best way to be careful on a narrow slope like that is just to avoid it altogether, if that's possible. I'll take a helicopter ride over here. And this. And I go... Wait, what? No, what are you... Oh, God, can I... Okay, good. That part was weird. Okay, that part's kind of automatic, like you're supposed to go through that corkscrew right there, but it kind of controls it for you. And, obviously if you hit it in the wrong place, you're gonna not go through it, because you're gonna hit the top and then fall off the bottom, and that was kind of stupid, but wasn't anything I could do about it. No matter what button I was pressing, I was still running forward, but that's okay, still made it through. Let's go up here and into this, and... our fat asses are gonna break that glass. Well, it's okay. We're Sonic the Hedgehog. We're gonna just run down this building because falling's for chumps. Avoid all those. For some reason, there's a whole lot of blockades and stuff on the side of this building, and then these guys, which this part just doesn't make sense. Like, who designs a building like this? Why are all these pillars here? They're completely useless. Getting in our way, and I just did thousands in glass damage. It's alright, we're in this part right now. It's suddenly daytime. Apparently it took a good 12 hours to run down that building. That's okay, we'll get this one up here. Gonna jump down. This is a cool part right here. It's... ow, traffic. Gotta watch out for traffic, but it's still a cool part. I'm gonna get to that. It's kind of short. There's not a whole lot to this section, but it's pretty looking. The music is wonderful. Like, if you stop and take the time to listen to the music, like, go and search for Speed Highway at Dawn. That's the name of the song, and it's a great song. I think one of the best in this game. But if you search for that, if you just got back from searching for that, welcome back. I'm glad you came back to this video.
Yeah,
If you didn't search for it, that's okay too, you know. You could do it later, or maybe you're familiar with the song. It's a good song, but it's not that important. So yeah, we're out of there, and we didn't find Amy or Tails or a robot or anything important, really. Speed Highway was actually completely useless to the story. That's great. Okay. So, I don't know. Let's check back to where we were. Maybe just wander in the casino strip again like a whore.
Amy? Oh man, where can she be?
And why do I care so much? I was looking for Tails. Oh, found her. Oh, found the robot.
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
Okay, yeah, let's go to the Mystic Ruins. Maybe Tails is there. Yeah, that's a good reason. I hope he is. Because I've searched all of Station Square and there's no two-tailed freak around, so... let's check out the Mystic Ruins and I guess save Amy while we're there. God, that's gotta be the most awkward train ride ever. Like, oh, I've gotta rescue my friend! Let's board this train and wait around and... okay, there she is.
Hey there, bull.
Crush her, just rip her in half. Please.
Squash ya.
You gotta wait up here instead of jumping. Okay, there we go. You gonna do anything? It's a stare down, that means a boss fight, right? Nope. It's another prime example of the pacing of this game. It's just the cutscenes are all off. Sonic couldn't have just done something to that robot for 10 seconds and was staring it in the face. Well, we missed our chance to save Amy. I'm really upset by that. It hurts me deeply.
Shoot, I've lost her again.
Well, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's go look at Tails again. I think he's more important. Lends more to the story. He's more helpful. And Amy just sits there and complains. She doesn't do a whole lot to help you, Sonic, so... maybe... let's follow that thing. Hopefully we'll find Tails if we just follow it. And this is a new place. Let's go over here. Let's check this. Hey, it's another glowing thing. Let's collect it. But first I'm going to do something funny. Let's collect it this way. No, we're fine. Don't worry about it. That cliff meant nothing.
This is the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
So that's kind of cool, but aside from this one area here, completely useless for the entire game. So instead of collecting rings, you could also use it on enemies, and you'll home in on all of them super quick. And it's pretty much totally useless, but still kind of fun if you decide to use it. So look, there's the egg carrier here. Let's follow it, I guess. Following it through Red Mountain. This is a cool level too. I really enjoy this level, actually. Feels like another typical Sonic type level. And it's sadly something that I don't feel a lot from the 3D games. Sonic Adventure, I think, really captured the heart and the spirit of the Sonic games. Like, the cutscenes are awkward, the dialogue is terrible, the controls are kind of weird at times, and it's a very glitchy game. But you know what? It still has that charm that old Sonic games did. You still had, like, the animals and the enemies. You still had, like, this crazy nonsense going on in all the levels. And, like, something about it just still felt like a Sonic game. And that's something that you start seeing less and less of as the 3D games go on. And it's really kind of depressing. But, you know, let's enjoy it while we can. And it's a good level so far. We should homing attack on those, but let's skip it entirely, because you can. Make our way up these platforms. And check this out right here. There's this right here, so let's charge up our light dash. And go this way. And check this out. 2 extra lives, it's awesome. And it's a pretty good shortcut. You don't have to work your way all the way up that mountain anymore. Just get right to the top and take this right to the bottom. Follow this hole here, and we're in Act 2. And Act 2 it's completely underground. It's got this crazy soundtrack to it that I'm going to ignore by getting speed shoes. But no, the song's pretty good though. I'm not ignoring it because I want to. And yeah, this whole place is filled with lava. It's like a 3D lava reef zone. And skip all those guys. I'm in a hurry. Lava's hot. I don't want to be here for very long. So, whoa, that was close. So yeah, all these fall into the lava. You can use them to get across. And you're doing it in a very quick way. You're supposed to home in on all those spinner enemies, but you don't have to. Some crazy looking prisoners in that cage there. They're just like white stripes. And look, here's another place to charge up a light dash. So we'll do that. Get on over here. Skip a little bit more of the level. Now we're almost at the end of the level. If you go to the left there's like 3 ring boxes, and they're going to get you a ton of rings just in case you don't have the 50 ring goal yet. But you got to be really careful on that end hallway there, because there's a whole lot of traps, and if you're going for the 50 rings, it could be really nerve-wracking. But that's okay. We made it. We're at the end of this level. Got ourselves some points. Points are so useless in this game. It's really depressing, actually. Because it was kind of fun to go for a high score in the old games, and they're useful in the newer games, and you'll see why when I get to them. But Sonic Adventure, there's no reason to have any sort of score challenge. So, shoot, just missed that thing. Oh well, I guess Amy's gone forever. And, oh, what's this? Tails is okay, and he's got a new plane, and everything's better now. Yep. Hop on the plane. He's trying to get us to jump onto it. So, how is he? The plane's at like a 90-degree angle. How are you standing on it? You should be holding on to something. Roger, Dodger. Alright, let's chase after this guy again. It's time for another sky chase. So let's load up Act 2. And this one's, it's cool. It's longer. There's more enemies to blast out of the sky. There's, I don't know. It's the same as the first act, really. It's just more of it. And it looks cooler. You get the darker sky going, so it makes it feel more important or something. It's just more blasting things out of the sky. I'm gonna do little figure eights here, make sure I get everything. If it's making anyone motion sick, then, you know, tough it out. You're watching a Sonic game. Motion sickness is gonna happen. Yeah, there's a whole ton of stuff at the bottom of the ship here, so if you're careful, you can take at least a little bit of that out early, because there's mines or something down there, but you won't have to deal with it later when you get to the bottom of the ship. So it's a good little strategy tip. But we'll continue on through here for now, shoot down these planes, and once we make it to the top, of course, there's going to be those rocket launchers, so I'm going to be careful of those. And up there they are, careful. Alright, good. Oh, got hit by one. See, look at that. You could actually get hit in this. See that health bar on the bottom goes down all the way, then bad things happen. I think that would be obvious enough. But, yeah.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet. Watch this. Transforming now.
Wait, transforming? What are you? Oh god, what's with things grabbing me? What are you? Well, that was completely unnecessary. But okay. So yeah, now we're transformed into the X-Wing tornado too, and this actually does absolutely nothing. It still controls exactly like the first one. You don't get any new features or bonuses or anything like that. Transforming into this one was actually completely worthless, and don't know why Tails did it. Maybe he just felt like showing off. I do like that he kind of thought about Sonic being on the back of it, so he installed that crane to grab him. That was kind of cute. Good planning. But yeah, now we do the second part of it with this. Let's fly into these burners here because they're really close to us. And yeah, make our way towards the bottom of this. I think this is the final stretch right here. You just gotta be really careful. There's a whole lot of those rocket launchers. And there's usually more down here, but I cleared it out early, which is a smart move. It's usually lined with mines and more of the rocket launchers and stuff. That's okay. I think we're on towards the end of it. Just gonna make our way to the front of the ship. And let's see what happens here. Oh, look at that, it's a boss fight. It's gonna be that giant laser that we fought before. So, get out of the way of that. And look, it's dead, actually. I killed it. It's super easy. All you gotta do is kind of sit in the middle of the screen and just spam the fire button and wait until the very last possible second when it shoots the laser, and you're probably just gonna kill it in one go there. It's really not a hard fight. And just in case you're curious, to avoid that laser, you just go into the corner of the screen there. It's really not difficult.
Alrighty, we're in.
So yeah, we finished it. That's great. Let's land on the egg carrier, alright.
Whoops. I forgot something.
What?
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
Well, that's cool. Let's just transform back into the first mode. No big deal. We'll just change back and wait. No, we're not getting... Oh, okay. That worked too, actually. That was a surprisingly smooth landing for something without landing gear.
Wow, this thing is really huge.
No time to gawk now. We need to find Amy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're right, my friend. So here we go.
Here we go! Why did he say it like that? Why does he say things?
Don't get too many.
Why isn't this Jaleel White? I think is the main question.
Seen the power. This
I know for... Okay, let's wait for this before I get into it.
Get a load of this.
But let's get a load of this. In front of the ship there looks like a face. Teeth and like big green awkward looking eyes. What's going on? Oh, look at this. This is funny. You pause the game at this part and the ship disappears. Look at that. Look, it's coming back and forth. It's going away. Okay, enough of that. The ship can transform too.
It's changed shape. Did you see that?
I don't know why Tails is so impressed by that. I mean, like, you just flew a plane that changed shape in mid-flight over here. Why is that impressive to you?
I bet you weren't expecting this. The only way you can get to me is through the sky.
I wasn't really not expecting it either. I didn't get on the ship going like, oh, this thing can't transform, whatever. So yeah, I guess we gotta figure out the sky deck. I have no idea where that could possibly be. I don't know, it sounds difficult. Robotnik said that we never figure it out.
This must be the way to the sky deck.
Well, Alright. Okay, so we're going to Sky Deck, and this level is... I don't know, this level has the potential to be really, really cool, but it's really just big and awkward and clumsy. And the first part here is okay. We'll really get into it in the second and third parts. But, yeah, back to what I was about to say. I know that a lot of, like, big, hardcore Sonic fans are really just kind of up in arms about who the great Sonic voice actor and everything is. And I remember when they switched it over to the 4Kids voice actor, then everyone's all like, oh, this is a tragedy, and Ryan Drummond is the greatest Sonic voice actor of all time. And did you guys ever actually play Sonic Adventure? Are you listening to these cutscenes right now? Do you hear the words that are coming out of Sonic's mouth? Because, like, maybe it was just one of those things where you got caught up in the moment or something, and nostalgia took over, but if you listen to the things that are said in this game, this is just a prime example of some of the worst writing and voice acting in history. It's terrible, every last line of it. I don't know how any of you could defend that. I just don't. Not when Sonic adds like 20 O's to the word go. There's no reason for it. And, you know, I'm not even going to defend the other voice actors. I'm not saying the 4Kids one was much better. I'm not going to say that any of them were particularly good. And I won't place all the blame on Ryan Drummond, because he didn't write the stuff. He just had to say it. And he said it really, really strangely. And, you know, like, even a good voice actor could take terrible dialogue and at least make it sound bearable, but all of this was just cheesy and cheesy. And I've talked through the whole third of Sky Deck, so I'm going to shut up about the subject. If you like the voice acting, whatever, it's great for you. If you don't, then whatever, it's great for you. If Sonic didn't talk for the rest of time, I'd really be okay with it. But yeah, this part right here, you gotta be careful because the wind will blow you around, but if you're quick enough through it, then it's okay. If you're slow, then it's clumsy and awkward. That's really all there is to it. The sky around the ship gets darker, and you jump higher, and that's really about it. You gotta blow up this cannon in the middle here. There's like 3 of these rockets that you gotta jump on, and shoot it in the cannon. Perfect. Okay. So here's the third part, and it's the most awkward and clumsy of all, but it's okay, we're going to try to skip most of it. And the whole thing of this part is the gravity will shift on the ship, so like it'll go into a nosedive, or I already screwed this up, so let me get back to that. I really want to get to the top of this, because there's a way to skip most of this part without it being too clumsy, and I really don't like this part of the level, I'll be honest with you. I think this is my least favorite level of the game, and if I could get up there, I might have to show you why too. Basically, this part of the ship, the plane starts pulling, or the ship starts pulling up, which means that you're gonna start falling towards the back of the ship. So the floor I'm running on now becomes a wall, and everything just gets really, really messed up because it was a good idea, but they just did not write the game engine in a way that could support this very well. So I almost got this to work, but then I didn't. And look, yeah, it's shifted now. So we're standing on the walls, the floor, and we're going to fall all the way down here, but we aren't going to die. We're going to hit this, and the ship will slowly shift back towards, because it's not a complete asshole. And that's good. So everything's back to normal here. And let's make our way back to where we were. Yeah, usually this part's a pain in the ass, there's a whole bunch of ladders and stuff to climb, but we aren't going to deal with that. We're going to spin dash up here, go towards the exit, and look, now the ship's floating back, so you just got to jump over here, hit this button, and the ship will come back to normal. So just spin dash back over here, and let's end this stupid thing. It's over, we're done. Great. And it's like, the level itself, you know, the idea of the ship changing direction and the gravity along with it was a good idea. I'm not knocking that at all. It's the execution that really screwed things up. And it just could have been done a whole lot better.
Is that it?
So
That
was it.
But let's check out the bridge.
Let's check that bridge out. Let's go over to it. It must be on this, because the camera's centered over here. So let's take this needlessly spinny platform to the bridge. I don't know why anyone would do that. Like, I would never want to take that platform. It would make me dizzy. So what's going on up here? Oh, it's Amy. That's wonderful. She's somehow perfectly okay. Oh, I'm too late. You gonna kill her? You gonna, oh, what? No! Why did you grab her or, like, throw her off the thing or something? Just in it for the bird? What? No way is right. I agree with you there. How did that bird have a chaos? How do you fit so... That thing's, like, easily twice the size of the bird. And the bird somehow had a chaos emerald. So, who's this guy? He's awesome looking. Look at that guy. He's got a gun and everything. So what's going on here?
Get rid of these pests!
Well, we gotta fight him now.
Aye, aye, sir.
Well, that's terrible. Sonic can't stand a chance. This guy's got a gun. And he's cool looking. So, oh, typical boss stare down. Staring, and staring, and 20 seconds later, we'll finally fight him. So this is another character battle, because it turns out you could play as Gamma. And, yeah, other than that, you just hit him 3 times, and it's the easiest damn boss fight in the game, along with Knuckles and any other character battle. Which is really a shame, honestly. Like, they could have been cool. But, I don't know. That's Gamma right there, if you didn't get it to begin with. You get to play as him at some point, and I think he's really cool looking. I think he's got great gameplay. His story's pretty awesome, and I think he's like a shining example of what to do right in this game. Like, it's okay to introduce new characters and new gameplay as long as they're good. And yeah, Amy's gonna defend this guy because he's cool. And yeah, of course, Amy does it in a way that doesn't make any damn sense, but
You must have your reasons.
that's alright. Part of me wishes I was playing the Dreamcast version, because, okay, I have a Dreamcast, I have this game, but I don't know if it works, because it's kind of scratched up, and I wanted to be consistent, because I don't have Sonic Adventure 2 for it. I loaned it to a friend years ago, and I've never seen it again. And it's kind of a shame, because I like that version better as well. But, and I'll tell you about why when we get to that. But, where was I even going with this? Yeah, the reason I wanted to play the Dreamcast version was because Sonic's crazy expressions right there, look at it. He's waving his eyebrows and his whole face around, like talking takes a lot of thought and effort to do. But, the Dreamcast version looked even wackier. Like, Sonic's mouth, like, clipped through his face, and everything just, it looked so crazy. And it still looks kind of crazy in the GameCube version, but a little toned down. Let's check this out. It's a big, stupid-looking chair. And there's a button under it. Let's press the button. The ship's gonna go back to normal. That's great.
Emergency alert has been cancelled. Resuming monorail operation.
That's gonna mean something good, right? Right. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. And yeah, now the ship's back to normal. We have free range in it. We can move around and everything's okay. And look, there's Robotic again. Let's fight his dumbass. So crap. He's got 6 emeralds now. That's Chaos 6, and he's really, really crazy looking. A whole lot different than when he looked like it when he didn't have anything.
Chaos. Could this be the same beast?
At least he doesn't look like a fish this time. That just didn't make any sense.
Sonic, no!
Wait, who the hell's that guy? Who the hell are you? What?
If he's your friend, I'll help you.
Guess.
Just leave it to me.
You get out of here.
Now I have 6.
I don't know what his deal was. Hopefully that's the only time I can deal with him, because that guy was big and stupid and big.
You won't get away with this, you madman!
He's big. His name is Big. It's Big the Cat.
Even though he's not.
I'm sure you know him. If you don't, we'll get very, very formally introduced later on. And I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great time. Now that's not important. What's important is Chaos 6 right in front of us. He's big and deadly, and it's 6 emeralds, and it's very close to 7. But Robotnik drops these robots, and they freeze Chaos, which is really nice because it's the only way we could hurt him. So it's cool of Robotnik to be throwing these guys down. You just hit them, knock them out, and then throw them. And hit it. Okay, you can't. Okay, there we go. Get him again. Okay, grab. There we go. So yeah, the boss fight's a little awkward just because of the grabbing mechanics. It's kind of precise to be like in front of the object. But this part's kind of cool right here. He's gonna transform and get that giant sickle tail thing. But look out for these. They're really not that big of a deal, actually. But it's cool looking, definitely. Like that's really intimidating right there. If I were fighting Chaos 6, me personally, like if I wasn't shitting myself already, I would be right there. Yeah, one more hit should do it. Throw that on in. And smack him up good. Here we go. He's dead. He's dead now. I just broke him to like 1,000 pieces. And that's the end of Chaos Forever, maybe. I don't know. Some more loading screens. We'll find out what happens here. Oh, Robotnik's all distraught. He killed Chaos. He destroyed his big stupid ship.
Sonic!
And Knuckles is here for some reason.
Hey there, Knuckles.
How's it going, Knuckles?
Glad you finally made it.
What's
I thought you guys
going
lost or
on here?
something.
Why do you even need to be here?
Until we meet again, Sonic.
Bye, Robotnik.
Come back here.
Dramatic jumping off from multiple angles. I don't know why they did that. Like, I don't know if they were just trying to be dramatic or capturing the action from multiple angles or what was going on, but that just, it looked stupid. Wow. Sonic's very bouncy face.
I hate Eggman.
So yeah, that
Where's this?
kind of sucked. That wasn't the smartest idea we've ever had. Robotnik's taken off from a ship. Let's just jump after him. Nothing bad could happen out of that. But something bad did happen. I landed face first in the jungle, but it's okay because now this temple wants to come alive, and that's probably gonna kill me too. Nope, looks like it's done. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, what's that thingy? It's glowing and making wind chime noises. It must be important. Let's follow
I
it.
think it's trying to show me something.
Timmy fell down an ancient Mayan temple. Let's go save him. Take your time, Sonic. Don't sit there and let's think heavily about this. Whoa, you could play with Big. That's the greatest message ever. So yeah, Stage 9, Lost World. And this level is awesome. It's a great level, it's a hard level, and it's really, really cool. It's basically like if Sonic the Hedgehog decided to be Indiana Jones for a day. And you've got all these cool traps here, like this room, it rotates around and catches on fire. And you gotta avoid all of that. Except for that one. You gotta hit that one. It's very important to hit that. No, don't believe me. But yeah, it's a cool looking level. There's a whole lot of crap going on in it. You got all these different traps, and we're in this room right here. It's a water room. So you can hit this, raises the water up, and you can kind of glitch through the water there. If you spin dash like that into it before it finishes raising, and for some reason it doesn't notice you're underwater. So you can run a little bit faster that way, but it doesn't last forever. But the goal of this room is to hit those 3 switches right there, and that door's gonna open. So in order to get to the switches, we gotta raise the water level a bit, make our way up here. And you could jump really high in water in this game. It's really helpful for this room. And you don't have to worry about drowning too much, because basically wherever you are underwater, you can most likely jump out of it. So that's good. Drowning still happens, it's a thing, but it's not very... Water isn't very prevalent in this game, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Well, look, there's all 3 switches right there, so now we just gotta make it over towards that door. By riding this rock snake, that's pretty cool. Jump our way up there, and there we go. That part's really awkward just because the camera doesn't like to cooperate with it. You really gotta know kind of how this game works and how that snake moves around in order to make it through there just safe. Otherwise you're gonna have a little bit of trouble. So this room's dark right here. It's a very not bright room, but you'll fix that by shining those mirrors into other mirrors and making the light connect throughout this level. And I'm gonna do that just to show you. If you play through this and just ignore the mirrors, actually, by the time you skip like the 3rd one, the entire room is lit up perfectly. I don't know why that is, but if you know the layout for this wall enough, you can just skip those mirrors and be perfectly fine. There's no reason to do it. So make our way down here and down to this waterfall. Like, this is what was cool about this level, is there is always something new and crazy going on. We just had a puzzle room followed by a waterfall, and there is, you know, just a whole bunch of crap, and we're not even close to done yet. Because we have the typical boulder chase scene, so you just keep running forward and you'll be perfectly fine, but it's still cool looking, and it's on fire, which makes it even cooler looking. But we'll get out of that. It's a very action-oriented level. Like, you can, like, shit feels serious in this level. It's a very big deal. We're gonna go into another puzzle room here, and you gotta hit these buttons to align these in the right way, and then they'll turn color and light up, and you can run on them. And we're gonna spin up here and completely ignore this entire room. It takes forever. I don't feel like going through it. Let's just skip to the end of it, because I'm a cheater. And there we go. So we're at the end of the level now. That was an awesome level. I love that place. Yeah, I think that might be my favorite level of the game, closely followed by Speed Highway. And I don't know, this game had a lot of cool levels, but none of them really match the action-packed sequences of Lost World. So here's what that light was showing me. There's something important over here. Let's check it out. What's all this?
What's this?
Let's find out what it is. The camera's finally going to show us that it's a mural, and it's a big, stupid-looking dragon thing with swirly eyes. But that looks like... It doesn't look like a whole lot of fun. I don't think we want that to happen. So, what's going on now? What's all this? This place is new looking. And really on fire.
What's this place?
Oh my god, his face
Where
looks
am I?
so
This is
stupid.
really weird.
It's even worse when he's staring right at the camera. Okay, anyway, let's back on task. Stay focused. Let's fall into fire. That kind of hurt. Alright, what are we... Let's jump in. This is funny. Look at this. I'm on fire. It's okay. Anyway, what's this all about? What are these things? They're lying on the ground. Everything's hurt. Nobody's having a good time here. This is one hell of a party. Everyone's all passed out. The place is on fire. They know how to party, right? Why did I have to be the designated driver? They're all having so much fun.
It's terrible.
It is terrible. I'm very sorry.
Stop this now.
Should probably put out the fire, actually. I'd say that's a good priority. Or just run into it. Oh, look, it's the Master Emerald. It's really big and really green. You remember it from Sonic and Knuckles. It's kind of a big deal. That was weird. What was going on with all that?
What was that all about?
What was that all about?
I don't think I'm dreaming here.
Yeah, that was something kind of different. I don't know, it's their poor attempt at trying to tell a story in this game, and I don't know, it just feels kind of thrown in there.
What's he doing?
You play as the other characters and it'll start to make more sense, because they all kind of combine stories together, and you get the full story out of playing as all the characters, but it's not a great story, I guess. I don't know. Well, let's follow Robotnik. There's this big old city here. It wasn't there a little while ago. He built that all pretty quick. See, why can't that be Robotnik Land? That looks pretty impressive and enormous there. You know, we can't just build the city in the forest like I was talking about. So, I don't know. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's cool. You know what else is even cooler? This. That's Metal Sonic. I think that other one is Silver Sonic from Sonic 2. But I don't know, it might not be. Oh, look, there's a puzzle here. We gotta light all these up. If you press 1, the ones on the other side of it will change. And you gotta make sure they're all lit up here. So it's kinda hard because the buttons are really sensitive, but it's okay. We'll get this all done. Press that. That one. Okay, here we go. So we'll hit that. Hit this far one. And then the one in the middle, and there you go. That's all. Why isn't it? Oh, it switched over. Stupid. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. We opened up. What? Yeah, it doesn't say too. Okay, enough screwing around. We're in Final Egg. It's the final level of this game, and it's very, very obviously named so. It is a pretty cool level too. It has that real serious, like this is the final level feel of it. It feels all important and big, and there's a lot of obstacles, and we'll make our way on through it. And you gotta be careful of those spinners now, because a lot of them start charging up electricity, and that'll hurt you. It's not a pleasant experience. Be careful with all these conveyor belts, and we'll drop you into these. And you remember these from Metropolis Zone. They spin around and make everything all crazy. Since it's 3D, it's even cooler looking and slightly more awkward to run around. That's okay, we're in Act 2 already. It's even cooler level. We gotta make our way down this huge silo. Run down through this section. This part's automatic. It's cool looking. Got really neat music. Batman. That's what I always think of. I don't know. But it's still a cool song, despite kind of sounding like a Batman theme song. Yeah, we don't need the ring box. That's not that important to us. Yeah, there's other things here. It's an extra life. That's cool. We'll make our way down here. And we're getting pretty close to the bottom already. It's a cool section. Check it out, there's a button in the middle of this. Press the button, and when things start changing. So that's neat. Just opened up a whole nother section of this. And levels like this, you really gotta be careful with making them, because if you start at the top and you kind of fall, you miss a platform and you fall. Like, you're gonna see Sonic fall down to sections that you're just gonna be running through later, and he might even land on a platform or something, you don't know that, but he still dies anyway. And it's just kind of silly looking. You can't just take a shortcut down there. So let's ignore all these platforms. We don't need to use those. We can just fall down here. And let's get into the elevator. And wait. What? What? Yeah! That was because you're supposed to take the elevator down and then... Anyway, okay. So we lost a life, but we're still where we're supposed to be. We're gonna get that life and more back. This room's just chock full of stuff. That's okay, I like stuff. Stuff is very cool. I don't know why I missed that elevator there. That was weird. I ran right into it. But, the elevator... Oh, this is weird looking. Check this out. All those guys chasing us, let's use that light attack. We're gonna do it behind closed doors, because I assure you what's behind these doors is very gruesome. Well, look, they're all gone now. I killed every last one of them. Using the light attack there is really hilarious. Just because those guys will keep coming out of the walls. They don't, like, ever go away. What was I saying right before that? It's not important. I don't know. Oh yeah, the elevator. The elevator that's a very weird looking elevator. Like, the design is kind of neat, I guess, but it's gotta take so much maintenance into making sure it works right. Having that spider crawl thing going on, it's kind of cool looking. Why can't you just make a normal elevator? jump here. There's a secret area behind that wall, and it's cooler than the normal area. You're gonna fall down here and avoid all these spike balls and shitty camera issues. Now look at this. There's a whole bunch of rings over here. There's a whole bunch of rings down here. And we're just gonna get ring upon ring upon ring. And there's a lot of them. See, I just got a whole bunch. I missed a ring box, but who cares? And we got more than enough. Go way down this twisty hallway. There's more of these guys, but I won't waste any more time on them. You've seen me do this before. It was funny then, but not a second time. So you want to spin dash up the left side here, because there's another secret. All those rings make Sonic's face, which is kind of weird in a Robotnik level, but you know, if he's gonna obsess that much over Sonic, then I'm just not gonna ask questions. More things here. This room's bigger than it lets on to be. I'm sure there's some sort of secret up there, but I've never really bothered to take the time to look. So you just clear out the enemies in this room right here, and then charge up the light speed dash, because there's this trail of rings that leads you right to the end. Perfect. So that was Sonic's last level right there. And got to the center of the base. That was fantastic. Now we got a cutscene to look at. Wonderful, wonderful cutscenes. Slow running. It's very dramatic and final. Jump down here, also from multiple angles, because you got to catch all the action, not just the parts that you like. And there's Robotnik again. He's in a very intimidating looking ship. Awkward. Actually, it looks like a giant penis with spikes on the end of it, right? And Robotnik's talking in a fashion that... okay, if you guys have ever played Monkey Island, then you know who Stan is, and Robotnik was really taking a tip from the Stan school of acting right there. Now the whole place is falling apart, probably because Robotnik just drove his stupid-ass penis ship into something. So it's cool, we're gonna fight it now, because it's dumb looking and I hate it. And it's the last boss of Sonic's game. It is the Egg Viper. Okay. Egg Viper. So it's gonna start off by flying around and then shooting lasers at us, but you keep running, keep on running, you can avoid those lasers, so not a big deal. And we're gonna jump at Robotnik's big stupid face and hurt him. So that's pretty much it for the first couple hits. He's gonna shoot his lasers again and again. He's gonna mix it up a little now. There's something new. He's gonna shoot a big laser at us, so you avoid that. And that's okay. So you're gonna open that ship up again, but then go away, so you get home in on these, hit him in the face again, and make it to the other side. So not too bad so far. Just keep on avoiding those lasers. And yeah, he's gonna do this like a couple more times, I think, and then he switches up the pattern. So watch out for the laser. Alright, cool. Wait for him to pop up again. Go over here. And what? No! Okay, that sucked. I think that was another one of those, like, I was too impatient with the homing attack. And you've got to get the rhythm of it. You got to feel the rhythm. And I didn't do that. And I let you guys down because of it. So now you got to watch me do the first 3 hits again. I don't even care. Hit me with a laser. I'm too disappointed in myself. Hit you in the face. Gonna get more rings, I guess. I'm gonna do this right from now on. I'm gonna not screw this up again, because you guys are watching on me, and you guys you're depending on it. You need good gameplay here, and I'm here to deliver. I'm not gonna pull another Death Egg Zone. Oh god, if I ever pull another Death Egg Zone, just stop watching my videos. I don't deserve your views, not after that. But I'm glad you're sticking with me. Because this is a fun game. It's definitely, it's something different, you know? Sonic's first 3D experience, and I think they did a good job. It's not perfect, it's very far from perfect, but it's got its own little charm that makes it very fun and very playable. Hit him again. We're gonna take our time across this. There we go. Alright, so he's about almost halfway down. I think it takes like 7 hits or something. Avoid all these. He might start changing it up here. Is he gonna do the laser again, or does he? Yeah, okay, so he gets over there, starts shooting lasers at us. You just run around and avoid it. Not a huge deal. And then I'll come back up here. So, hit him very slowly and carefully, and not quick homing attacks. It's not a smart thing to do. Watch out for those lasers. Watch out for these lasers. Get a load of this. Get a load of that. So now he flings this at you. You gotta jump up on top of it, ride it back, and then hit him. Pretty easy to do. Not a big deal. So Robotnik's getting pretty pissed off here. You can take out those platforms. And you know why he can't just take out the platforms I'm standing on now and just be done with it? I don't know. Like, he could have done that to both sets of platforms here, and just the boss battle would have been over. He would have won. It wouldn't have been a problem. But he's going to keep doing this instead. So all we got to do is hit him one more time. He's going to break the far platform there. So we don't have a lot to stand on, but it's enough. Jump up on this. And boom, we're done. He's dead. That's great. He's gonna fly around like an idiot, exploding for hours. It's an awful lot of explosive material on all of Robotnik's ships. But wait, it's not done yet. Look out. He's gonna crash into there and then blow up. So you gotta stay alert even though you beat it, because he's got one more trick up his sleeve. But we took care of it. Not a big deal. It's time for celebration. And yeah, that was the last boss for Sonic's story. Just got a little bit of cutscene madness to get through. So he's flying off, he's all depressed and sad that he lost again. And Sonic's like, that's right, bitch, you get out of here. Nobody likes your crazy shenanigans. Oh hey, it's our buddy Tails. There he is. Yay, it's your buddy me. That's great. Oh yeah, Sonic and Tails are gonna celebrate by running around like a couple of idiots. Gonna have a very good time here. And yeah, that's really pretty much it, I guess. Yeah, it gets to this part. Sonic's gonna talk for a little bit. Gonna look out there, talking about stuff. And you know what? I can't take this shitty game anymore. I'm so glad this is over. Let's kill myself. No. So, I don't know, that was cool because it's a little nod off to the old Sonic games where he jumped at the screen at the end, and yeah, that was it. We got some credits rolling here. Enjoyed the rock music, courtesy of Crush 40. And I'll see you guys for Tails' part. Later.